something that you probably didn't expect. Good day, everybody. We are at the 22nd of March, 2025. We're going to talk about those price changes that seem to be plaguing Santa Clarita Valley real estate. Now, just for the record, we are still seeing increases between the last sold prices and the current sold prices. So it is not the fact that prices are actually decreasing in value. We are still climbing in that regard. It's the fact that people are pricing their properties higher than the actual public is willing to pay. And you can look at some of the syndication sites, you can see that a lot of them are advertising prices on just about every single real estate listing for sale. That's part of their method. And people go to those websites to see what potentially they should offer when they're trying to buy any particular piece of real estate. That is why it's so incredibly important to have your agent on your side, because the seller has their representative. Now, the seller's agent, it's very difficult for them to follow up with a buyer, and when the buyer wants to offer less than the seller's asking, of course they will do it. But then that always brings the seller into question, wondering, I'm wondering, my agent sold me out. That's why dual agency is such a critical thing to think about before you embark on it, before you go and hiring the agent representing the seller. You want to have that conversation with yourself and make sure that it really is in your best interest to hire that same person that is working for the seller as you go into contract. My suggestion, and I've talked to a lot of people about this, I've been doing selling real estate representing buyers and sellers since 1998. Get your own agent. Get them. They're going to be very valuable. They're going to be worth it. Well, as long as they're of high quality and pack the gear to serve in real estate. That's something you should be looking for. And in with that, I will tell you, you'll be able to find out a lot about your real estate agent online. Look at what they're talking about. Don't worry, the review sites, they have their place. And if you're somebody that wants to look at reviews prior to moving forward with anybody, that's great. Do that. But understand, some of the review sites are pay to play. And if I don't pay to be on the review site to be listed as that local area expert, you're not going to see Connor McIver at all. But if you go Google Santa Clarita real estate, Santa Clarita open houses, I dominate those particular spheres with all the video content I produce. And it's not just me walking through houses and being fancy. It's me talking about the real estate market, what buyers need to know. Is now a good time to sell? Is now a good time to buy? What's the overall market picture, and what should you be looking at to be able to make your best decisions? I'm Connor with Honor. This is the weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Be well.